I can't even open my eyes.
So you're finally admitting that you're an alcoholic.
I'm drinking tea.
That's the sober up from the alcohol yesterday.
That's actually true, yeah. I just realised I actually did drink yesterday, so I can't even...
So you're an alcoholic? Just admit it.
I'm not an alcoholic.
You spend too much time in Ireland.
I just like alcohol, and alcohol likes me too.
It's not a drinking problem if you're good at it. You're going to say Messi has a football problem.
The viewers are going to think I'm drunk, when really, I've got something in my eye.
Look, he's slurring his lines.
I can't be honest.
Eyes are closed.
I put eye drops in. It's not... Whatever's in my eye is not coming out. I'm tired as hell. Which is what it is. Yo people, welcome back to the YouTube channel. You already know what time it is. It's Chelsea versus Tottenham Preview. We ain't playing games. I've been hyping you up, gassing you up all week long. We are going to war, okay? On Sunday at Stamford Bridge versus Tottenham. There's no fans, but we are still going to war. Just behind our TV screens, paying Sky Sports, BT Sports, and whatever other TV companies want to charge us. But we're still going to war, okay? We're still going to war. Now, this is the preview. We need to get into what our team can do, what their team can do. But first of all, we're going to start with the team news because that's the most important part. We always wait for Frank Lampard to finish his press conference. Team news. Only Pulisic. That's the only minor issue. And we spoke about it so many times in previous episodes of previous videos. We've been speaking about Pulisic and his injury woes and issues. Now, he is back, but he's not going to start, according to Frank. At least he's hinting that he's not going to start. So for me, he'll come off the bench. I personally... Because there's doubts, I now wouldn't even play Pulisic. I wouldn't even bring him on off the bench. For me, if you're not fit enough to start, you're not fit enough to come off the bench. And especially against Tottenham. We have a history of seeing Tottenham and us. We like to give a kick or two. But this is a very feisty fixture. We know what this fixture can get like. It can get nasty, distasteful, dirty, scummy. It can get like that. And of course, that's what you expect in a London derby. And that's how I like it, you know. We remember, I'm pretty sure one of their players pushed the manager over, one of our managers. Danny Rose going nuts. Dele Alli versus Mateo Kovacic, you know, kicking and screaming and shouting. That's what we're used to. And it was that 2-2 draw where we stopped them from, well, we gave Leicester the title. That's where things kicked off, so to speak. And I'm not saying it's going to happen again, but when you add in the factor that it's Jose Mourinho, our former manager, they're top of the league by 2 points, and there's just so much in the fixture bubbling up, yeah? We did the double against them last year, home and away in the league, but then we lost on penalties this year. There's so much bubbling up that if there's a bit of kicking, I'm not going to be surprised. And for that reason alone, plus the fact that, you know, Frank's giving doubts anyway about Pulisic, I personally wouldn't even use him in this game. Personally, I'm not going to be overconfident, but I don't feel like we have to. Hudson-Odoi had a really, you know, he's in a decent run of form at the moment. I feel like he can be our weapon off the bench. And I would stick with Werner. But we'll get onto my team later on. But that's my thoughts on Pulisic. I would probably leave him out. I don't think, if someone's not fit enough to start, then to come off the bench against Tottenham, I wouldn't risk it. They could kick him to shreds. Now, apart from him, everybody else is fully fit. So, as per usual, Mendy, for me, stays in goal. You don't change what's not broken. That goes without, you know, that goes without explaining. Reece James at right back for me as well. You stay with him, bombing forward, keeping the chemistry and continuing to shine. That guy is really moving forward this year at a steady pace. He's been consistent. He's been providing, you know, chances from that right side as you expect, but also defensively he's been sound as well. Chilwell at left back, of course, and then you keep Silva and Zuma in the combination back too. So it's a really strong, sturdy defence. It's something that obviously played, apart from Azpilicueta coming out, played in midweek. And I'm really happy with how this defence is progressing. And that's one thing I'm confident going into this game is that our defence, don't get me wrong, we're coming up against a very dangerous attack, but our defence, I think, is prepared for it. Now, obviously, moving forward, Kante. Kante's role is going to be huge because I haven't mentioned Harry Kane yet. For me, he is the main danger man. Now, Son is a player that I rate extremely highly. I would love him to go off to Bayern Munich. I think he would be perfect there. I think he's a two-footed winger. You know, he's exactly what they need, efficient, and it gets him out of that Tottenham team and into the delicate hands of Bayern Munich and out of the Premier League and out of my danger zone. But he is a Tottenham player at the moment, and he is is an issue. But I'm going to make Harry Kane the danger man for the specific reason that this man can do it all. That's right. I'm not going to be biased. He is, for me, the most complete striker in the league, the best striker in the league. And that's probably something that may even, tempt you to dislike me right now. You don't want to hear that. You want to hear nothing but propaganda, right? Well, I have to keep it real. You know what Harry Kane can do, and we have to be very wary of him. He can be a threat in the air, even long shots if we don't close him down. But something that's really progressed this season, which was already building up, but now is really starting to kick on, is his passing range. He can spray the ball, thread it through the lines, set up Son on runs, and he's just become almost Harry Kane plus Kevin De Bruyne for them. So that is a man who's going to drop deep, and that is where Kante comes in. Kante has got to hassle Harry Kane to the maximum. He's got to be on his toes. Very similar to Ander Herrera versus Hazard back in the old days. He's got to be on him. He's got to be hassling, harrying, nothing but a pest the whole game. And I think Kante is the one player in the world that's capable of that, So if he can get under Harry Kane's skin, which is not going to be easy because Kante just smiles, he's a nice guy. He's not exactly, a nasty player, but he needs to be a nasty player for today. For this game, he needs to be that guy that just, rustles some feathers. If he can stay on Harry Kane and try and keep him as quiet as possible, we have a chance, hopefully, of trying to contain him, because him and Son, that link up is deadly. Let's just keep it real. And then ahead of him, I would have Kai Havertz coming back into the team and Mason Mount. The reason why I'm bringing Kai back into the team over Kova is because I want us to take the game to Tottenham. I know that might be playing into Jose Mourinho's hands. I know what he did against City, playing on the counter-attack last weekend, winning the game 2-0. He definitely, allowed City to come onto them, and he countered it. It's a Jose Mourinho masterclass, as they say. And yeah, you're not happy about it, but hey, you're a Man City fan, you got to suck it up. It happened, all right? Jose Mourinho beat Pep. But we might be playing into his hands, but I am so confident in the Chelsea team that's been structured, this formation, that for me, the last thing we should do is try and accommodate to them. And that's crazy, right? They're top of the league, they're 2 points clear. But we are the Chelsea right now. We're confident, we're free-flowing, we've got our team, we've got our formation. We should stick with it and remain confident and go into this game as the big dogs. Let's bring that big dick energy back to Chelsea, all right? Let's stop tailoring to other teams, leave that crap back in last year, and let's come to the game like the big dogs. At least act like the big dogs. So for me, keep the same formation, bring Kai in, have Mason Mount, and make them think, go defensive. Make them think defensive. Make them go backwards. Make them think about what we can oppose threats to them, not just the other way around. Kai can get in between the lines. Balls can be threaded through, and if he gets on the half turn, he can do damage. Now him, Ziyech on the right wing, again, him and Kai can interchange. That's one of the reasons why I'd bring Kai in. I think his interchange with Ziyech is a little bit more fluid than Kova. Kova was making really good third-man runs in the last couple of games when Kai was out. And listen, if Kova starts over Kai, I'm going to be more than happy. I'm going to be completely understandable. It's one of those things where I want Kai to play, but if Kova plays, I'm gonna be all for it, because Kova's been playing very well, and it is a little bit more of a safer route defensively, potentially. But in saying that, Kai does work very hard. Let's not underestimate that. He's not lazy like people think. People have this misconception that he's a lazy footballer. He does get back. He does track back. He does get back into formation and shape. So for me, defensively, actually, you're probably not losing or gaining too much. It's probably not a big difference as people will try and make out. Now, again, him and Ziyech will interchange quite nicely. Kai's very fluid on the wing. He's very fluid in the final third. So I just think that interchange is a little bit more fluid and a little bit more, there's something there. Do you know what I mean? And on the left wing, I keep it 100. I'm keeping Timo. I know Timo had an absolute shocking performance in midweek. Let's not underestimate. Miss of the season potentially in the first half, but I'm keeping him on the left wing for the sheer fact that when him and Tammy, who goes up front for me, are up front, TNT, they get goals. There's more goals in the team when there's two strikers on the pitch. Timo acts as a second striker, and for me, you keep Hudson-Odoi on the bench as a weapon. Now, like I said, we need to respect Tottenham. People have been saying Tottenham, they're just Tottenham, they're going to bottle it again. Jose Mourinho is bringing his second season syndrome, okay? We need to be careful. We need to be wary. This is a man who is a born winner. Every club he goes to, he wins. We need to be wary of this, and we need to treat this game with the utmost respect and seriousness. We cannot go into this game slacking. Like I said, gentlemen, we are going to war, okay? Let me know what you think in the comments below. What is your team? Let me know of Jose Mourinho's threats. I think it's going to be Harry Kane and Son. I'm making Harry Kane the danger man. Who would you have, and what is your starting lineup? Let me know in the comment section. And dear God Almighty, we better win on Sunday, because otherwise I'm setting London on fire. I will see you, man, on Sunday. In a bit.
2 things that you missed in the review. Let's just do it as an outro right now. Number 1.
No, don't say that. Don't don't do that.
Don't do what? Don't do what?
We're keeping this, by the way. Don't do that. Don't do that. Oh, 2 things you missed. Ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to say these things, but he's like, wrap it up. 10-minute gang and all that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Gang, yeah?
I wanted to speak about Nundumbele, and I want to speak about...
You didn't say his name right. Undumbele.
Shut up.
Non-Dumbele.
Shut up. I want to speak about that, and I want to speak about Alderweireld's out as well. He's out injured. And I want to speak about...
I'm not a Chelsea fan, so I don't know why you're telling me these things.
Because you was telling me this.
Hey, you don't have to listen to me. More important.
You know what? I won't next time. It's the last time I listen to him. Carry on.
Prediction. You never gave one.
I'm not an idiot. You think I'm stupid? A prediction? What, so you can clip me up and take me home? Nah. We're not stupid on this channel. I don't do predictions.
I'm gonna go 3-1 Tottenham.
Alright, good for you.
Just because those 2, yeah.
I think I'm dumb.
Those 2 up front, yeah, are problems galore, man.
I think Nundumbele, and I'll butcher the name if I want to. I think he's a problem because he's what Pogba should have been this season. He's box to box, he's powerful, he's got a bit of skill, but he can pass and he's direct with it. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what? Yeah, I think Jose's tough love in the past of
it's working
out the squad.
It's working.
It's like, all right, cool. I need to step up. Otherwise, I just signed 5 years here. I could be sitting on the bench for 3.5.
Yeah.
And Jose's not scared to drop a boy.
He's not.
When's the last time you saw Dele Alli in the team sheet except for
it's true.
last week?
It's true.
It's been a while.
Alderweireld's out. He started against Man City, so that's going to be interesting. He's out injured.
Yeah.
And I rate Reguilon very highly as well. I wanted to get that in. He's playing very well.
If Eric Dyer is playing centre back, you've won. I'll say that.
Why does everyone say that? They got the best.
Slow.
But they've got the best defensive record in the league, no?
Right now.
One of the best.
He's slow.
Okay, we'll see what happens. I'm not doing a prediction, though. I'm not stupid. Nice try, though.
That's him way of saying 2-0 Chelsea.
Alright, come on, boys!